Today we have this 1940 Royal KMM vintage desktop typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. The KMM stands for key set magic margin, and the magic margins are up here on the top. I'll show you how to use those. This moves all the way to the side here, and it lines up your paper to feed straight into the platen, and this is your paper bale that sits on top. So the magic margins are located back here on each side, and what I do is I'll hold the carriage release and I'll put the carriage wherever I want to put the margin, which say I want it in the middle. I flip that margin forward, flip it back again, and that's where your margin will be. And if you want it to be closer to the edge, you just hold the carriage release and the magic margin at the same time, and it'll allow you to move it, and then just press it back where you want it to be. And the same with this side here. Say I want it right there, just flip that to it. I'd like it a little bit further right there. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. Hit the line space, get you back to the beginning. It skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip that switch down 1, skips 2, down 1 more, skips 3. We're gonna keep it on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line. To switch from black to red, you just flip the switch to the left. There's a red dot there. The blue dot prints the top portion of the ribbon, and the white dot doesn't print at all. I'll show you how to do that next. Very nice typing machine. This is all the same print from previous, but that top line is where I just printed. And as you can see, I typed the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, but the QU I typed too fast and it typed over it. So you gotta get used to typing on a manual typewriter, and you can type really fast on this one. Very powerful, very well made machine. It weighs about 40 pounds. So just a massive, beautiful typewriter. Very popular. One of the best typewriters that Royal ever made. To pull the paper out easy, you just flip that switch forward on the right side there. It unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the paper out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock or multiple pages. We're going to switch that back to blue, and it's going to hit the top portion of the ribbon. And if you want white, you just flip that over, and then that unlocks the little mechanism in there to get you to white. And you can see the vibrator does not go up at all when you hit the white, and when you hit the red, it goes up higher than if you hit with the blue. Default is blue. It's going to print black next time you start typing. Open the hood here, you get the ribbons. Brand new ribbon loaded on the left side, so it's pulling to the right. If you want to switch that direction, you just flip that switch to the left. It'll start pulling to the side. That works good. We got a tab set here. I think we got one set in the middle. So you hit this tabulator button, it stops at that tab. And if you want to clear it, there's a button right here on the left side. Just push that in, and it'll go all the way to the end. To set one, you hit the set button here on the right side. Push that in, and it'll stop. And I like to keep one in the middle somewhere, so that way if that tab button accidentally gets hit, the carriage doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear. It's got a shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, you just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the top left works good. Touch control is down here, and you just turn it to increase the tension on your keys. The lower you go on the scale here, the less tension when you hit the keys. We're gonna flip that back so that way when we load the next page, it loads correctly. This is your right magic margin that I showed you how to use, and I could show you even closer. So right now, this is your margin right here. So that's where you're gonna stop. And if you want to change it closer to the middle, you just hit that up and you see it move. And it's unlocked now, so we have free range with it as long as you hold down this carriage release right here on next to the knob. And if you want to lock it in position, you just push that back and it stays locked. That's how that works. And this is your other magic margin. Works the same concept. This lever right here, if you flip that up, it disables the spacing when you turn the platen knob. Push it down and each one of these clicks is one space. That works good. And that's about it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.